And welcome back to the 10th episode of the Greasy Alpha Podcast. I am Tony Siciliano with my guest today, Party Bob. Bob. This is Bobby's Corner, is what this episode's called. We just wrapped up.
Yep.
So go and say what you're going to say.
Episode 10, Bobby's Corner.
Episode 10, Bobby's Corner. So this might be a recurring show. I don't know.
We'll see.
It might not be. Maybe it will be. But we're giving it a shot. The lighting... Sorry about that. To start, it's okay.
Yeah,
it could be better.
Well,
we had fun.
The lighting in my apartment isn't great.
That's not your fault. They didn't
I
build this.
usually live in the darkness. Right? I'm molded by it.
Yeah, you actually borrowed this lamp from your neighbors.
I don't own any of these lamps. I put light bulbs in today in my kitchen. I've gone up there to put that in. So,
shoot the podcast today.
Yeah. We'll have to do it in the dark.
Make this place look livable.
Yeah, I tried my best.
What did we talk about? We talked about squatters.
We talked about grocery stores a lot.
A lot of grocery store talk.
For better or worse.
We talked about bigger people, heftier people of a tremendous size.
Yep.
Got discussed. Black Friday.
Black Friday was a big one.
Yeah.
Jobs in high school.
High school jobs. Yeah. And
so not a lot of good.
Kind of just what therapy would have been for us, but
that's how it felt for me.
Yeah, it was good. The couch and everything. Here's the thing, Bobby. This actually was. Come on out, guys.
Yeah.
Come on out.
Bobby, we have a surprise for you.
All right. Well, guys, enjoy the episode. Episode 10, Greasy Alpha Podcast, Bobby's Corner. You gotta you gotta raw dog it. Like at first, you gotta at least.
We're talking about comedy.
Yeah,
we're talking about podcast.
You were talking about podcast. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just to be clear, for all the 4 listeners.
Do you think 4 people will listen to this?
No, actually.
More?
Well, this one. I think we'll get 4. I think we'll have 4 curious friends.
We'll have enough friends that are like, okay.
Yeah. It'll all be people we know.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Can you see how long they listen to it on average?
Yeah, you can.
So you'll see
it's hard to look at those numbers.
Yeah. It's someone popped in for 8 seconds.
Yeah.
Seconds, and this is not the podcast for me.
Yeah. Oof, what are they doing? Yeah. Oh, this is a new podcast. All right, let's wait until they're at least triple digits.
Okay.
But no, that's the life I live. I live the life of embarrassment as a guy trying to start a podcast, and looking at this video got 2 views. This hour-long video that you spent way too much time producing. 2 views.
Do they count your own views? Like, were those you?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. So
no, they definitely don't. How would
it could have been bots? Seems like everything on the internet today is just bots.
There's just some really confused kid overseas who just got the internet and he found this somehow.
Let's see what all the hype is about.
Yeah, right. What is this? Like suggested for you? Like, this is what they're suggested for me. The Greasy Alpha Podcast, episode 10. He's like, oh, sweet, 10 episodes. These guys must be the best.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know about that, dude.
Cut the internet.
Can I tell you a funny story?
Sure.
I was at the grocery store before I came here, Trader Joe's, classy joint. And the cashier started telling me, because I was like drinking a drink, shopping, drinking drinks. Everyone does that, And she's like, oh, don't worry about it. There's a guy who comes in weekly. He eats an entire box of ice cream sandwiches while he's shopping. So he gets to the checkout and he's got like 5 wrappers in a box, and he's 3/4 of the way down in his last one.
At least he pays for them.
Yeah, at least he pays for them. He's not like squatting in the grocery store just eating ice cream.
So you can, you've seen people like they're eating grapes out of a bag while they're walking around. But I didn't know you could just eat whatever you want. So like if you get a rotisserie chicken, could you just devour it like in aisle 6 while you're looking at something else?
I'm pretty sure you can eat the rotisserie chicken.
Okay.
I think
if you pay for it.
If you pay for it. What if it's a weighted item though? If it's like a weighted thing, maybe like you can't take a couple bites out of an apple and then they go to weigh the per pound apple and they're like, it's missing a few bites. Like, I don't know. I don't think
they're prepared for that, or you just know.
I'll check. I'll find out.
Like, a third of a banana left and you say, I'll take the
No, they get the bagger. They're like, go run and grab an apple that looks like it's about the same size as this one. We'll weigh that. We'll scan it. And like, sir, don't do this again, please.
As a former bagger.
Yeah, okay.
You would be my least favorite type of guy.
Oh, these are BOGO. Would you mind running and getting another bag of potatoes for me?
In my 16-year-old head, I'm like, I would mind, actually.
Yeah.
I would like you to leave the store immediately.
I'm making $6.67 right now, sir. Right?
Yeah. Minimum wage back then, it's not like now where.
What was do you remember your first minimum wage?
Probably like $7.
It was about that.
$7.50.
I think that's what it was. It was like
There was no push yet for like livable wages.
no, like, oh, you're in high school? I think there's another lower wage we can give you. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think I was 16. If you come at 14, I think it's even lower.
Yeah. You get credits.
Yeah.
Probably you get high school credits for that.
It's like dual enrollment. You're gonna enter trade school more quickly.
But how do you get so comfortable at the grocery store where you put down 6 ice cream sandwiches in your shopping?
That
like,
really
spree?
Is no shame.
No, it's no shame.
And do you think they started with like one little bite and said, looked around, like looked at the cameras, sort of?
They probably didn't even look at the cameras. They probably did it, and they're like, "Oh wait, I could eat as many of these as I want if I really want to." Actually,
pay for them.
Yeah, right. It's just, but that's like an aggressive thing to do. Is just show up empty box of ice cream sandwiches, and you're licking your fingers on the last one. You're like, throw that in there too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
Would you
little wrapper? Put it up there.
Do you want us to bag these for you? No, just throw it away.
That's good. Just make sure you scan it.
It's garbage.
That's also, I don't know if I would expect that behavior at Trader Joe's. I've never been to one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Have
you ever been to a nice
I just go to Publix?
Yeah, no, that's a good grocery store.
You don't want to be going to like,
but
the other ones, Aldi or Winn-Dixie.
That's lower tier. We're respectable though. If every once in a while, I'll slide into one. Smoke a cigarette, get out of there quickly.
Yeah. I think you have to.
But I think you have to at least smoke outside before you go in. Yeah, you have to be finishing a cigarette before you go in and just like flick it, and then
otherwise the greeter stops you.
I did
pulls a cig out for you.
I did have a woman finishing her cigarette before the gym the other night. She like got to the door, realized, oh, I got a little, like doing the lean out the door, like last drag. I gotta go work out.
straight to doing cardio.
Yeah.
Just not seeing the results.
Nah, she's gonna go to the sauna first and make everyone else suffer.
Probably smokes in there too. It's like 190 degrees in there. All of a sudden there's cigarette smoke just like billowing at the top.
Are you smoking? No, I'm just sweating it out.
Yeah. Oh no. Nope, that's just the sweat.
Yeah. But all right, well, that's the show. That was great. Good having you, Bobby.
Yep.
Thanks for listening to my story.
We'll take a break.
No, take a break. And we're back. What else is going on? Anything exciting happen to you? Anything you've observed that has bothered you?
Besides
doing this podcast?
Yeah. And you milling about my apartment.
Yeah. Just looking through all your stuff. Like, hey, what's in this drawer?
Yeah. It's like tomorrow morning, you're still here behind me while I'm working. It's like, I can't get rid of this guy. Which reminds me, what's been bothering me lately? Squatters. And I'm getting the sense that I'm suddenly finding myself in that situation.
Yeah, and it's recorded, so you can't kick me out. That's what this was all about.
I see what we're doing here.
Yeah. So this is live actually right now. It's going straight to the woke world that's going to watch it and be like, well, you can't kick him out. He's already there.
That's what's amazing is you'll have a lot of people on your side.
Yeah, dude.
Like if he comes into your apartment, you have to let him stay.
Yeah. And you have to let the people I invite in also, because it's not just going to be me.
No, squatters.
Squatter.
It's plural.
Yes, it's never squatter. Have you ever heard it a squatter?
No, it's always a group.
There's always a group.
I think there are groups now that just rove around.
Well, you bum rush it. If you bum rush it,
what can you do? Well, you could
lock the door.
Yeah.
Just not let them in to begin with.
Yeah.
But there's obviously, you could just tell your friends you're doing a podcast with them, and then this isn't working.
Now, do you go friend to friend and sort of hang out for 3 to 5 days?
Where do you think I've been the last week, dude?
So you're like Tampa, Fort Myers.
My place isn't an option this week. Actually, I got to come to your place.
That's a good way. You never pay rent. You just always say, hey, can I do a podcast? And when you're done, just be like, actually, stay over for a couple days.
Takes a little bit of time to like upload and edit. So I'm just gonna hang out here. You go do what you want, and then
as
soon as
you want me to leave,
as soon as I'm done, I'll get out of here.
Is that why I noticed you had an extra lock in there?
Yeah,
you change out the locks while you're here.
I just want to make sure I have a key. Here's your key. Yeah. That'd be the ultimate squatter move, to change the locks, give it to the owner too. Like, we just want to make sure you had the right key, because we obviously need one too. Yeah. If we're gonna come in and out.
If you want to come over, let us know.
Yeah, for sure. What's for dinner?
Yeah.
By the way,
do you have to cook too? I think that's part of the right.
If you're squatting, yeah.
And there's a minimum, like you can't just give them ramen noodles. I think you have to.
Dude, are you thinking the squatters cook or the actual tenant?
No, I was thinking the tenant has to cook for the squatters.
Oh,
too.
well, yeah.
Like you have to feed them.
It doesn't have to be. You just have to share. You have to offer. Do you guys want some?
Yeah.
Too.
You just have to have them.
Independent, because I could get a pizza delivered. I just keep one foot in the door, reach over the balcony, be like, you just hand that here, hand that here. I can't leave.
Quick.
He's in the bathroom. Hurry up.
Yeah. No, it's unbelievable.
It is, but it's amazing that there's no funnier stories. It's all people upset, but nobody's just seemed to have been like, whatever. And like just been like, yeah, this guy squatted for like 2 weeks. It's pretty cool, actually.
No, most people get mad.
Yeah.
I would get mad. You wouldn't?
I'd give him a chance at first, I think.
You would.
If it was a squatter, I think I might be a little open-minded to it.
Yeah.
I just started a podcast with a squatter.
That's one way to get them out, because they have to do your podcast. They're like, screw this. I'd rather go find another home than do an hour of this. I'm leaving this house. So that's a good strategy.
If you had one here now and he's just, asleep on the couch, you'd be like, what? Move your feet. We got to do our podcast.
Yeah. If you want to jump in, let us know.
Yeah. If you want to toss anything, and he just farts. No, I'm good.
Rolls over.
Yeah.
Oh, that's our squatter, by the way.
I'm going to go lay in your bed.
You guys are being loud. Just shut the door. You guys pipe down. I'm squatting here.
Can't a guy squat these days? What the hell?
So that's what's bothering me.
Okay, well,
I'm sure there's more. It'll come to me.
Yeah. Let's see what else.
What else you got?
Saw the story about 1,000-pound man.
This is not the same guy in Trader Joe's.
No, different guy.
6.
I didn't get the
ice cream sandwiches.
No, but you would think that would be the guy, but it's probably an unsuspecting person, because the 1,000-pound man, I think, doesn't have.
He's not unsuspecting.
He doesn't have the courage, I feel like, to be like, I'm gonna eat 6 ice cream sandwiches while I'm doing this. I don't think it was probably some skinny dude.
Less likely to be targeted.
I think, yeah.
If you're 1,000 pounds and you come in and someone even sees you begin to open the first of 6,
sir,
you gotta pay for those before you.
Yeah. Before the rest of them are gone. Yeah. You've just finished one of those in record time. Yeah.
And we keep records.
Yeah,
people actually come in and eat food while they're shopping. A lot.
Heads up, we are watching you.
Yeah,
the eagle eye. Yeah, the eagle eye is working now. But no, I think it was a different guy.
I think it's a guy, like, he's semi in shape.
Yeah, he's just like cheap meal.
Yeah.
He's just kind of.
It's a hell of a cheap meal.
Yeah, every week too. She said it's weekly that the guy comes in and does
it same time, same day?
I don't know if it's same time, but they know. She said it confidently. Like, there's this guy that comes in every week. Those were her exact words. So she's like, "What you're doing? Not a big deal. Not worried about it."
Okay.
Not worried about it, which is cool. So I'm trying to see what I can get away with.
I was gonna say,
yeah, bottle of wine. You see, I got the corkscrew. And
bring your own.
Yeah. Anybody want a glass?
Is this one of those grocery stores where you can drink while you shop? They have those.
Oh, they do. Yeah.
There's a couple where, like, I don't know if they have a bar or how it works.
I think Whole Foods does it.
Okay.
I think they do that. Yeah, they got a bartender up there.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. There's no need to do that.
Well, I just wouldn't leave.
Yeah. You
just turn it into a bar.
You guys got a grill in here too? Because I'm just gonna fire up this chicken.
Yeah, that's how it starts as a little bar, and then people keep asking for stuff, and now you just have a bar inside of Whole Foods.
Don't sell lawn chairs.
Yeah.
If they sell lawn chairs, they'd be set up.
Styrofoam coolers. Yeah. Start packing in. I'm going to Whole Foods this
Saturday game day.
Yeah. I'm changing the TV in my own Whole Foods.
You guys got the remote for that one over there?
Some poor.
Yeah, that one's just showing ads. I prefer.
Some poor employee. Like, can you get up there and change the quad box for me?
Yeah.
It's not the 4 games I want.
You guys get MLS too? There's an MLS game I'd like to watch.
$3,000 on table tennis.
Yeah.
I need that up there stacked.
Dude. But the 1,000-pound guy.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, I don't know. But
no, I'm sorry for him.
Yeah.
Is he alive?
No, it was a black and white photo of this guy. That's what it just like. It's a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight to be moving around with all the time. But my thought was, who's his tailor? Like, and which tailor accepted him?
What makes you think he has a tailor? Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, when I thought tailor, I'm like, a suit. You mean like tailor, like just everyday clothes, everyday everything.
Yeah. And I was like, there had to be at least a dozen tailors that saw him walk in and were like, I also
don't know if he walked in. I think they come to you. You ever like TLC or whatever that channel is?
Yeah.
Like My 600-Pound Life or whatever. Growing up, my sister would watch that while I was trying to eat. And I said,
I'm just
good.
not gonna eat now.
Yeah, so that actually helped.
Yeah,
helped keep me less than 1,000 pounds.
that's good
But,
though. Like
did ruin my meal every night. You look up, but they were in the bed.
Wait, who was in the bed?
Like the 600-pound or
Person.
700-pound person
Yeah.
was just bedridden, basically.
So what did they do in the whole? I'd never seen it before, but what did they do? They just sit in bed and complain all day, or watch TV?
So. Woe is me. What's kind of crazy though, yeah, is you just have a film crew come in and bum rush the person in bed. And just say, we'll just film.
How do you cast that show? How do you find, like, do you just go to like weight loss doctors and be like, you guys got any big folks that would want to be on a TV show?
Yeah, I don't think that violates HIPAA, right?
I guess.
You don't need to know anything else. We're just, if you could just sort your patients by weight.
Do you happen to be friends with any of your patients that you might recommend to me?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how else you do. Otherwise, you're just walking around knocking on doors. Like, is there any big people in here?
No, we got a squatter in here though. If you could get rid of them.
We noticed a big van outside. Is that transporting a bigger person?
Yeah, I'm shocked. This guy. I mean, I don't know where you're going with this, but I'm shocked he's not just bedridden and can actually move around.
He was standing in the photo.
Okay.
So, and this is before Photoshop, so I don't think they got like an aerial view and then stood him up. Oh, the cops are coming. Great. Did you call the cops on me to get me out of here?
I have a wire on.
Yeah, say that one more time.
Yeah.
In case you didn't believe us, you probably see the flickering lights. Yeah. But no, my only thought was who's his tailor. That's the only place I'm going with it. Because clothing if it's a black and white photo, this is before Gentleman's XL. This is before Big and Tall. This is like.
Do you know what year?
No, I don't. I think I took a screenshot of it, but I don't know. But it just. Do you think at a certain weight he was like, I should see if I can get to 1,000. Like at like 9, he was like, let's just tack on 100.
What's another 10% or whatever?
Yeah, like. Why don't we break a record here?
Yeah.
You know, like let's really beef it up a little bit.
I can't fathom how you get to 1,000.
No.
How many calories do you have to eat a day?
I don't know that it's supported.
I'll do the math. I'll come back.
There's not a dollar amount you could give me to try. Like, I don't think there is. If someone said $1 billion and you got to be you get $1 billion if you get to 1,000 pounds. You doing that?
It's amazing. You would die before. It's amazing he got there.
It is amazing he got there.
Right? It would suck if he was at 999 and he's like right here. It's like, I accomplished my life goal. You know, eating a cheeseburger and then it just,
Yeah. He's just spent.
Just sort of.
I did it.
Passes away.
Yeah. No, one of those shows, maybe that TLC show, like, it doesn't seem like they do those shows to like encourage them to lose weight. They're just watching them to like.
I think it's under the guise of that, like, we're here to help you, but come on, it's America. People want to watch.
They want to see the misery.
Yeah. They want to sit on their couch and watch someone.
Well, maybe we'll start a show, and we're just gonna be very straightforward with them. Like,
we're not here to help. Do whatever you want.
We've stocked the pantry.
Well, they have like the intervention.
Yeah.
We're like trying to stop them do drugs. Like, no, we have drugs, food, booze.
We're gonna give you more. We want to see you blow this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just fire away.
Yeah, do whatever you want.
Camera's set up. We'll get out of your hair.
Pretend we're not even here. Just do what you would do if you were going to fall off the wagon. But there's cameras involved, you know?
And we're going to sign this real quick. Right?
Oh, ketchup stain.
Sorry.
Speaking of ketchup, here you go.
So it begins.
Dude, that'd be the best show. I'd have so much fun on that set.
Yeah, I don't know how legal it is, but
I mean, they signed the papers.
Yeah.
So
I guess in the intervention shows, they catch them like doing drugs still. So
maybe the trick is we get a cop involved because their body cam footage is public information. Yeah. So we just be like, just come hang out.
Why do you got a cop with you guys?
Yeah, we need the footage.
Yeah,
that's why.
Exactly why we need it.
I didn't know that. I just found that out. The body cam footage is like public information. You could just like watch DUIs, like for people. I've seen them, but I thought they were like working a deal. Like, hey, if we put your DUI video online, you get a little cut out of it. And like, yeah, sure, whatever. But no, they just put it out there.
I think they have to release them now.
Yeah. Because
there's been some controversy.
I can't imagine why, but I guess I could guess if I had.
It's for the best now.
Yeah,
the cops, have to release the body.
So note to the world, the body cam footage is not an optional release. That is going out regardless of if you want it to.
Right.
So
For
don't.
better or worse.
Yeah. So just remember that.
It could exonerate you.
If
the cops are abusing their power.
I think, yeah.
Or you could,
look like an idiot.
Look like a dumbass.
Yeah. Just be like, what's your badge number? What's your badge? You're one of those. Yeah. Do you get that in your feed a lot? People like arguing with cops?
No, but I know it's really tailored. Algorithms these days are super specific. So it sounds like you've been watching a lot of cops or looking up like,
you like one
public release of tapes.
Angry citizen yells at cop, and I'm like, you like one of those? It never stops.
That is true, though. You like one. You don't even have to like anything.
Yeah,
I'm on the boat that.
Well, your phone over here. You'll be getting those in a little bit.
So
Perfect.
I'll let you know. Yeah, that's where I was headed. Is you just say something.
Yeah.
And they're listening.
Boom, it appears.
Yeah.
Right? I love that.
So now I'm going to have squatters.
Yeah.
here and in, videos. I probably will get the 1,000-pound man picture.
I hope so. Oh, I really hope so. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. So the next time you could be like, oh yeah, I finally saw the 1,000-pound guy.
Yeah.
I think I do want to get that big.
Yeah.
I
wish I was a tailor. You probably pay a premium. I mean, that's some big clothing.
I think what you do at that point, if you're a tailor, first off, if he fits through the door, you take him. If he doesn't fit through the door, if he's an outside knocking, he's like, hey, dude, get a back door. He's like, the door is there for a reason.
Yeah.
it's like it's a prerequisite to us working with you.
Yeah. Can you discriminate by weight?
If the door is not big enough?
No, just in general, you can't discriminate
by other things,
like customers, certain things, right? Which totally makes sense. But if you have a door a certain size, if you can't get through this way, or even if you turn,
they wouldn't
get through. Can you just say like, come back in 100 pounds?
Yeah, I mean,
we'll put a scale there for you. I mean,
I can't make the door bigger, sir. Like that kind of just be my answer. Like the door is the size of the door.
Yeah.
Like that's
I didn't build this place.
Yeah, I'm renting here. What do you want from me?
To the landlord or the developer. I'm with you though. I think that discriminating by weight as a tailor makes sense.
Yeah. Because maybe you didn't go to school for that specific genre.
Yeah.
Like think about even like a baby. What if a baby comes in and they're like, hey, can you custom him something? Like, no, I don't want
I discriminate against babies too.
Yeah, I'd be like, he's gonna squirm. I'm trying to take measurements. Like he's crying, he's drooling all over the fabric. It's get him out of here. No babies, no 1,000-pound people. But that's it. Everyone else, come on in.
I mean, that's pretty fair.
I think
the vast majority of people,
everything in between that, Yeah. If it's a big baby though, then it's probably.
What if you can already tell the baby's on its way to being 1,000 pounds, and you're like,
you want to get in early? Yeah. We've been his tailor since he was 25 pounds at birth.
Yeah. Yeah, we were the only one to help him. Yeah. We saw the potential in him. Yeah, right. We actually helped. We would give him food there.
He was wearing an adult medium at 1 month old.
It's like I could wear that.
Just give him the shirt off my back.
Medium on, like 2 weeks. Like that's mine.
There has to be a record for the biggest baby.
Oh, I'm sure.
There has to be the record for the biggest baby. Let's see.
What do you think it is?
Let's see. Can we find that?
What's an average? I know
that?
Nothing. What's an average weight of a baby when they're born?
Probably like 8 pounds, 8 ounces.
No, what do they say in Talladega Nights?
Dear little baby Jesus.
Yeah, is it 8 pound, 6 ounce?
Something like that.
Yeah.
It was reported that Francisca Ramos dos Santos of Brazil gave birth by cesarean section to her son, Admiliton, who weighed at 7.57 kilograms, which is 16 pounds.
Okay. I think that's like double the average.
I was 8 pounds, 8 ounces. That was a double me, basically.
And were you...
I think I was...
Were you big? Like, when you came out, they're like, ooh.
They're like...
We'll try again.
Get him on a diet.
Yeah. Is it too early?
Yeah. You get to bring the carb-free baby stuff out. Yeah, right?
Give you different kind of milk.
Yeah.
Get you on the skim milk.
Yeah.
We have none of that natural milk.
Our scale doesn't go this high for babies, actually.
We're gonna need to bring in the adult scale.
Can you walk over here?
What's one of those scales they have at the Publix or whatever, where you drop it in and
like the produce scale.
Produce scale. I think that's what they need to use.
I don't know if that goes high enough for a baby my size.
That's absurd.
That is pretty big.
That's probably why they had to do the C-section.
I would think so.
The alternative seems not viable.
Terrible. impossible. I think inhumane might be a word.
Otherwise, it's very humane and seems like a breeze. But in this case,
when you go from 8 to 16 pounds,
imagine being told that.
Well, imagine like
the mother, like, hey,
he's
so
he's getting bigger. He's still
giving birth. That being said, we may want to explore options here.
And no, you can't throw him up. That's the thing. Think about everything.
Through it. There's only so many ways this baby's coming out. Throwing them up will not be.
Okay. Check that off.
Check that off. So it really leaves us limited options here.
Let's see which. But think about like the 7-month period where like so what? She's like, it's getting pretty large. I don't really. He's like, he's
2 months in.
We've never seen anything like this before.
Goes for the first check in like 8 weeks, 4 weeks.
Is that his body? No, that's his head. That's his whole head.
You think in the ultrasound it's just like you can't even tell.
We need a bigger
mass.
We need a bigger camera.
Yeah. Can you zoom out? Can you zoom out above? Like, how strong do you think it is? Like, because they're putting the using the stethoscope or however they do it.
Yeah, with the jelly on the belly.
The jelly.
Yeah.
The belly.
Yeah.
Like the rhyme. But if you like zoom out from the top, do you think it's a wider?
I'm sure there's a way to zoom out. There's a little button on there, like zoom out, wide mode on there.
A huge round stomach,
gigantic baby, like reading the newspaper. Like, come on, what are you doing? I'm ready. Let's go. I already applied for a job while I was in here.
I'm ready to get out of here.
Yeah, what are we doing? Let's go. Could you zoom out?
Zoom out. You have to do something.
Yeah, I guess so.
We'll do some research.
I'd like to interview her. Can we get her on the podcast? Like, so what was it like to find out your child was going to be almost 17 pounds? Like,
angry,
very angry, very frustrated.
Well, I'd love to see how they're doing now.
I hope he turned out to be really small.
Yeah.
I hope he didn't really.
It could go that way where that was just.
Yeah, he's like 5'6", 150.
Yeah.
Like healthy, very.
Third grade, and then it's posted from there.
Yeah. Or that was a sign of like big things to come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's on his way to, I wouldn't say 1,000 pounds, but
a couple bills.
Yeah.
A couple bills.
Well, if you had a 16
counted on two hands, probably.
I'd say so. If you had a 16-pound baby, I mean, do you immediately?
What would I name him?
No, that's not getting that. But
okay.
Good question.
Yeah. Thank you.
So.
Thick boy.
Thickness.
Yeah.
Do you immediately start grooming them for NFL as a lineman?
Offensive line all day. Like right away. You got him in a stance. You got him in a down
you have
stance.
Him doing the 3-point?
Yeah, he's in a
tech 5 tech. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He's down for sure. I got the knee braces on him.
Yeah.
Like already.
A 1-month-old.
Yeah.
Knee braces. He learns to walk. You record his first steps. Knee braces on as he gets up.
You see the way his first step back? Like, good hands. Really good hand placement. Yeah. I'm like running drills with him.
Blocking sled.
I got a ball on the ground, snapping it and just watching him step back and block.
I think you have to.
You have to. I would 100% would.
Clearly enough time to reverse that and make them,
make it into something
healthy weight. But I say the opposite. I say you're NFL bound or bust.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're blessed with that size at birth, and you don't immediately think like NFL, because any other sport's not going to pay. Sumo wrestler maybe, but I mean that's
true.
A hard industry to break into. So
yeah,
I think linemen, you birth them, you take a couple photos, you send it to every college coach.
I was just thinking, SEC the South with football.
He'd get an offer.
How early? 1 month? 3 months? Who's the first school to offer?
What year is it?
Pound baby.
24. So class of 2042.
Yeah.
Right.
So what do you think, mid-30, like 2035 maybe?
If he's like 5 years old, and why not do it at birth? I mean, that's what
I'm saying.
That's the ultimate gamble. We just birthed a 16-pound kid. You're not going to give him a scholarship. Like, I would do that.
Yeah,
Alabama's not going to throw him like a tentative scholarship. Something. I would do that. If you're a coach,
it's so far away that it might not even pan out.
You could just at some point in time, like, he's not panning out. Let's change our standards. Let's do something that makes him not eligible for the scholarship.
Yeah.
Or it's just an awesome story for 18 years of like the youngest kid offered a college scholarship.
Because they're offering 8th graders, 9th graders now.
He's like in kindergarten. They're like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Well, I'm going to Bama when I graduate. So there's that.
Yeah. What was that?
I got an offer. Right?
Yeah, I want to be the president. Well, everyone now, I want to be on Twitch. I want to be a YouTuber.
Yeah.
I want to be a squatter. Everyone grown up's just going to be a grifter. Influencer, squatter. You notice that? Everyone's got a grift.
Everyone's going to be a
podcasting.
Yeah.
What you're doing is a grift right now.
I am the biggest grifter of them all. I'm a comedian podcaster. There's nothing lower that has the most potential. Probably.
There is an upside to it.
Yeah, but
right now it's a grift.
Yeah.
It feels like a grift.
We have a pizza blanket on the couch that I'm sleeping on tonight, and you don't even know that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get rid of it.
Yeah. When the fleas start itching,
what the hell? He was here for 2 hours, and
the fleas are.
Next time you come, I'm gonna have. They're gonna have to come. What's the big?
The tent.
It's not fleas. The tent.
Yeah.
Yes. It's gonna be over the whole building.
They're gonna fumigate the building because your friend came over.
Yeah. Did he have bed bugs as well?
He wasn't even in the bedroom. He had bed bugs.
That's how powerful. How many were on him? They were jumping off.
You could see them.
Yeah.
They were playing dice on him.
That's how I know they're Tony's bed bugs. They were smoking and gambling in my room.
I got some cool bed bugs.
I let them stay around longer than I should because.
Yeah. Well, then one pulled a knife on you, and you're like, "All right, I live here. All right,
I live here. Go for it with some bed bugs. It's my side of the bed. Stay on your side."
Gambling bed bugs.
Yeah.
That's the next Pixar movie. Yeah. I feel like.
Yeah. What do they have? Ants and it's a Bug's Life. And,
Toy Story.
Yeah, but it's always so wholesome.
Yeah. Why not some grungy bed bugs who are also squatters?
Yeah. I think.
And they dream of being a podcaster.
Yeah. You could voice act.
That would be
speak from experience.
And they have 1,000-pound bed bug friend, or just a big bed bug friend.
It would be nice if this could somehow become successful. Only because you could start to write or direct or whatever, and I could see you trying to insert 1,000-pound character into everything you do. So just like you said, what if we have 1,000-pound ant though?
It's like a rom-com. How come he doesn't have 1,000-pound friend that gives him great advice every time?
That's like the classic rom-com.
I'm trying to get this guy a role.
The attractive girl, the hometown guy, his 1,000-pound friend Ralph.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
You don't remember that from the rom-com?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? He's like, I wish I had your problems, man. He's like, look at me. But he's gonna find his girl too, she's gonna be eating ice cream in the grocery store too. Vanilla. I love vanilla.
Yeah. I've been doing chocolate.
Yeah. Yeah, I took you as a chocolate girl, but ooh, vanilla looks good on you. What's up? I'm Ralph.
Maybe I'll start to mill about at grocery stores and eat random foods and see if there's any women there doing the same.
You find your Princess Charming?
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
I'll start with those little cups of ice cream or something.
Or what if you're eating bread and she's got some salami and you're like
I'm hanging out in the deli.
Just love it first bite.
A lot of free samples. I'm just going back and forth. Cut up half pound of cheese. Just try a couple pieces.
Yeah. Start off thick. Yeah. How thick has somebody started and been like, one more?
I don't know if you heard me correctly.
Yeah.
Just a little thinner than that.
And you're just laying it on a piece of bread she can't see. One more. All right. Now let's bust out the cold cuts. The same thing.
Start big. Start thick.
Yeah.
Couple inches.
That could be that could be a rom-com itself of grocery store eaters who meet in the most unusual of circumstances. They're just walking down an aisle together and they smash food together and oh no, but actually this would be delicious. And they Lady in the Tramp in the store. You say I'm Ralph.
Yeah. I'm Sally.
Yeah. You want to go do this at another grocery store too?
Yes, I do.
What would it be called?
That's a good question.
No shopping carts.
I'd call it theft.
The movie's called Theft.
Yeah. I wonder, this is probably like a cool like action drama. Like, no, just people defrauding the grocery store. Even like a full loaf of bread, a full sandwich.
I haven't paid for a meal in 5 years. Like, you go in there, you pour a thing of milk right into the box of cereal, and
Yep.
you're just spooning it out.
In this economy.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I don't. I can't. How am I
Start
supposed
critiquing? I'm not gonna lie, this wasn't as fresh as I thought it would be. Could you cut up another one for me?
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, I don't miss working at a grocery store at all.
I never had to do it.
Yeah.
Was there like a worst question someone ever like asked you for? Like, how do I find the pineapple puree, or like, I don't know. So, like, is there something just you were just like, I'm not helping you find
So
that?
many things. I didn't want to help in general.
Did you play the like, hang on 1 second, and then not be able to find it?
Yeah.
Just drag them around until they give
I
up.
was mainly a bagger.
Okay.
But occasionally I would go like help stock or like be walking around and someone would ask like, hey, do you know what aisle like that's in? I'd say no, and then I just keep moving on.
So you didn't work at Publix?
What?
You didn't work at
No,
Publix?
I worked at Publix.
Really? Because I feel like
as a bagger.
Okay, all right, well, it makes sense you didn't. But if you go to Publix and you were like, "Hey, where are the red shoelaces?" They're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's over on 13
Yeah,
underneath the organic paper towels." You're like, thanks. You know, like they know where everything's
I was
at.
supposed to do that. It's tough though to memorize, like, because you get some obscure requests. I usually just tell them it's probably like in the international food aisle.
Yeah, you check there.
But people would say, "Well, can you check the back?"
Oh,
And that's when I would go back there and just loop around and come back out and be like, "No, we don't have it."
matter of fact, there's nothing back there.
Yeah. If it's not out here, you're not going to believe it. It's not in the back.
Has it's in the back ever worked?
Maybe once or twice.
Like for anyone?
Maybe stuff like, I don't know, like milk or I don't know, something like that should generally be there and just hasn't been restocked yet. Some of these obscure requests.
Not at a grocery store. There's no way in the back has ever worked at a grocery store.
Oh, you mean like just anywhere?
Yeah, like anywhere. I don't think. I mean, the shoe store. There's a lot of shoes in the back.
They usually go to the back though.
But
we'll see if we have the size.
That's the part of the process. They can't be like, "Is there a back to the back?"
Again,
could you double check for me if you don't mind?
Yeah.
It said online you had them.
You looked.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Are you sure you looked?
What else did I have? People would ask for like double paper bags.
You need 2 of them?
Come on. Once someone came in and had so many coupons that we had to credit them.
You had to give them money?
Effectively, like they'd buy $300 worth of groceries, but the coupons they give you, you don't necessarily need most of that, but they didn't care. They were just buying whatever was a 2-for-1 or a 3-for-1.
You remember the phase of ultimate couponing?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Exactly like that. Yeah, I had a couple of those.
Okay, I had a friend whose family did it, and they would at times have an ungodly amount of items that you're like, why do they need that many sardines? Yeah. Like there was like, so, and like I was like, oh, my mom's coupon. And only one time, ironically, they had a freezer full of drumsticks, like the ice cream cone.
Okay.
Right. So that one guy, the Trader Joe's guy, would love that because he could just eat them all there if he really wanted to. But yeah, no, otherwise it was just random lots of stuff. Like
some of it maybe you need like paper towels, sure.
Yeah.
But sardines or whatever.
Yeah, tomato paste.
You just bought a bunch of spinach. Like, let's go bad in like 26 hours.
Do you really need all this? Yeah.
If you don't eat that the night of, it's
milk.
Done.
Serious? 15 gallons of milk?
You got your house.
You got a bunch of people squatting right now.
Selling it like you're getting it from cows and you just buying gallons of milk.
I got my own grocery store down this. I got a farmer's market I go to on Saturdays.
I've seen you there.
I think they put an end to that. They had to have been like, we can't just let people beat the coupon system.
Well, the other thing is they would bring like binders of coupons. Imagine you've had a long day, right? Work sucked. You go in to get 3 items or something and it's late. That's the only aisle open and you're behind this person who spends, because the cashier's got to ring up every single one.
Listen, I'm obnoxious. I'm the type of guy.
Do? I mean,
I immediately go talk to somebody else and say, "Hey, I need another line open now. Like customer service checkout
service where they sell like cigarettes and all that, and say, "Can you just bag them here?"
Yeah,
which you actually can.
Yeah, I do that every once in a while. And then cop a lotto ticket or 2. You know what I mean? You're not going to not do it.
Ball malls.
Yeah. Get some cigs, get a lottery ticket, and a scratch off that I can lose right away. Yeah,
that's fun.
Yeah,
right. Lottery ticket, you got to wait.
Mm-hmm.
But scratch off, you can feel the disappointment. gambling almost immediately.
That's what's cool about a scratch off. You really don't have hope. If you scratch it off immediately, you lose all hope. But if you just keep it sitting around, you can fantasize about it for a little bit. And be like, ooh,
what's under that, man?
What's this $1 scratch off?
Max is 20. I might be winning 20 today.
1 out of 15 wins. You know what I mean? It's not bad.
I think growing up, like grandparents or something, birthday, get you some other gifts, but would get you like 5 scratch offs.
Oh, your grandparents are much different than mine.
Yeah. Yeah, my grandparents love me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So they would give me scratch offs. They tried to form, bad habits early.
How come these are already scratched?
Yeah. Well, that's where I was headed. It was either like,
did you paint over this?
I just never want anything. I'm like, it's just a crappy gift. I've never felt the joy of winning.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the lesson, is like, hey, if you play scratch off and spend your own money, this is usually how it goes.
Here's a bunch of used scratch offs. Imagine what it would have been like if you won this. Yeah.
Go get a job.
They just put duct tape over them. Like, peel that off. It feels
it's see-through. You can clearly see you didn't win.
Yeah, it's some masking tape.
I'm like crying in the corner, like peeling them off.
Always gonna be a loser.
Grandma.
Yeah. They got their winner in their pocket.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'll tell you another person I did not like in Publix. They would buy like some type of seafood that was definitely expensive.
Okay.
And would clearly eat it, come back with the packaging and say like it was whatever, like not up to their standards.
Buy it, bring it home, eat it.
Yep.
Bring the packaging back and go, it was fishy. It was a little fishy.
Yeah, bring back like, let's say it's lobster or something, tail or whatever. They bring back like the remnants of it, like crab, and they bring back like just the shell of the crab legs, crustacean they didn't eat. And we would give it to them.
Sir, you sucked it dry. Ma'am, there's lipstick on. There's lipstick on here.
Just golfing it. I was getting carts out there, and I looked in. And I'm like, I just watched you buy that. But yeah, we would just give it to him because we didn't want to.
The strategy, if you're that person, you gotta like eat half of it. So buy 2. Just for like visual sake, eat half of both of them. Maybe. Yeah. I
actually think we gave him another one. We refunded him.
He's like, I guess I'll try it again.
Yeah, but how many times can you get away with that? And so they're like, you're going.
Until they got a picture of you in the back, and they're like, oh yeah, like clearly, Seafood Sam comes in and eats a bunch of our scallops, and then brings the paper back. Yeah. Like you ate 25 scallops to find out it wasn't good.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
We're on to you, buddy. Yeah. I got to switch my game to produce now.
I got to go to either a different section, different store. Yeah. And I think like in Walmart or something, a little lower end, it's a free fall.
Yeah.
You could eat there, you could come back. Like, it's fine.
It doesn't matter. Just make an attempt to pay, bring it back. It's whatever.
Yeah. Go through the self-checkout, only put a third of the things you brought through.
What do you think about these work from home cashiers? I don't know if
I don't even know what that means.
I don't get how it would work either, but it sounds like you would self-check out.
Okay.
And there's a person working from home like greeting you.
So I'm on Zoom.
Yeah.
Right? They set up, I'm self-checkout, they have the screen.
Yeah.
So someone's face pops up and says like,
hey, did you find everything okay?
I did. Thank you. Yeah. Should we try this? Okay.
Oh, you're making Italian tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, you think they have to say like stupid jokes like that?
I guess what else would they can't help you bag. They'll be like, oh, you're doing great.
I'd criticize. Ooh.
Yeah.
You sure you really need to buy that
man,
kind of ice cream?
A lot of spam.
Yeah.
There, right? You eat all that?
Yeah. Fallout shelter?
You want a diet? Right? Are you getting the low fat because you think you're fat? Is that what's going on?
You were here last week. You're looking a little
healthier. Hey, sorry. I noticed you ate all those ice cream bars. Yeah. Can you make sure you scan them?
Yeah. We know who you are.
Yeah.
Make sure you scan it. No, I've not heard of this.
Yeah, I think it's a new thing. I didn't totally read the whole article, but just in general, they're just trying to figure out a way to get people some jobs. Because if you think about it, that took someone's job. So the robot's taking your job. So why shouldn't you be able to work from home and just be like, hey, I'm a cashier, but I work from home. And you're like in the car driving somewhere. You're taking, hey, Bobby, your camera's turned off. Go ahead and turn that on for us.
Turn that on for us. I don't see the value in it, but
if there was an option to turn the camera, I'd do it every time.
Yeah.
I just mute them. I'm like, don't worry
that I'd be okay.
Yeah. If you had the option to like,
what service are they providing? I think I want to That's what I'm not getting.
Just
Customer
like
service.
just that hello.
Yeah.
You know, because every once in a while you get a nice cashier, you're like, this was pleasant. But most of the time they're upset. They're disgruntled.
Well, they're working at a grocery store.
They don't want to be there
Yeah.
at the moment.
I had a cashier once that would pit me versus the customers coming through.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely despised her. So like,
what do you mean?
So like the customer would ask something or want it a certain way, and I'd be trying to do it a certain way, and the cashier would be like, "Oh, oh, Bobby, the customer told you to put this on top of this." Like whether it was right or not, she's some like elderly lady. And I'm like, these A's on this earth are numbered.
He's new. He's new.
Yeah, that type
of
condescending, like he's only 16.
Yeah. Oh, he's trying. So isn't he the best though?
You know,
isn't he the best?
And then like would cheer when I didn't, put the eggs on the bottom of the.
And as she's walking away, she's like, "Don't worry, you'll get the hang of it."
That and then like, look back at the customer and be like, "I'm sorry."
Yeah.
He's trying his best, and I'm seriously. And I'm like, who do you take me for?
Yeah,
I'm a junior in high school.
Yeah,
like I'm a fully formed adult, basically.
There's no job I can say I went to school for it at this point. Like I'm just trying to figure out how to make this happen.
Yeah. So, am I glad I worked at Publix? Not really, but
yeah,
it does teach you about
bagging groceries.
It does teach you about, the general population, how to deal with customer service. So I think that's where my hatred of people began.
Yeah. Yeah. When you were forced to
what
bag.
The genesis of it, it's like you're bagging people's groceries with absurd demands.
Yeah. That'd be an easy reason to just not like the world, because there's some people in lines that when you're behind them, you're just like, oh, dude, like, come on, that's a lot of cat food. Like, and they're like trying to, because the plastic tears with it and stuff, and you're just like, why do you get so much cat food?
I wish you could just ask.
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
That'd be a cool show.
Have people
like the cameras on them, like. And then like the TV comes on, like the thing where the work from home cashier, and they're like, "So what are you doing buying all this food? What's your home life like?"
You to audit them?
Yeah.
What's this for?
Yeah. So, but a person like that, if you're extreme couponing, you should have to go to self checkout. That's what it should have been there for to begin with.
I agree.
This is your problem.
Look, if you want to spend 45 minutes at one of the self checkout kiosks, great. You're not bothering anybody. But to do it in line with other people behind you, with no other aisle to go to.
I saw the videos where it didn't.
You should be able to shoot them.
Yeah, you should be
right,
or just like lasso them, just one lasso, like not hurt them, but just
maybe shooting. That's a bit extreme.
Yeah, just lasso them up and give them a tug, and they'd be like, "Why'd you do that?" I just thought it'd be fun.
Or just set a timer. You have 10 minutes, and then hit the buzzer when they're out of time. This is all the coupons you get.
Yeah, right. And here we go.
Yeah, have a shot clock going.
Yeah. Can we extend? Like if you get fouled, somehow.
He ran into me. Come on.
Hey, that guy's cart touched me. Yeah.
Extra 10 seconds. Look up at the camera. Come on.
I never had to work at a grocery store.
What did you do?
I worked at first I mowed lawns.
Okay.
I had a cash business.
Growing up for allowance.
I was like 10.
Expanded.
Yeah, I expanded. So my dad's
expanded at 10.
No. I had two lawns.
Okay.
And my parents' house. So the thing was, I ran the business because I mowed the house, so there was always gas in it, and I got to use it to run the business basically. So $20 a pop. I was like a 10-year-old, I
mean, back then
that's $40 a week.
You're in your late 50s now, so 35 years of inflation.
Yeah, exactly.
$3,000 a day now, or whatever it is.
Yeah, they were paying me
right
at that point in time. That was a lot of cash.
2001.
Yeah, about leaving early, 99. Yeah,
99.
I was mowing some lawns, hustling people. That was good. And then
what was that? Hustling people?
Yeah, it's mowed. Just give me the money.
You didn't do anything.
No, just stay inside.
Okay.
It was old people that didn't come out. That's why I got it.
Nice. So the grifting began early for you.
Grifting started early.
9 or 10.
Yeah.
A lifetime grifter.
Yeah, and then I moved to Florida. It was too hot to mow lawns. So I was like, fuck this.
You still have to do it. People still mow their lawns here.
No, you pay people in Florida to do it. I was like, nah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm not, this is like hell out there. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing this.
You got to do it at like 8 at night.
Yeah. No, I wasn't.
Or you get the guy at 6 in the morning that gets up.
Yeah.
As the sun's rising.
There's a note to the public. If you are in Florida, there's a good chance you can always hear a lawnmower like going, oh, there's always a lawnmower and someone weed whacking somewhere at any point in time. So that's great. No, then I worked at a pool. This might have been the coolest job. I wasn't a lifeguard.
Yeah, that much is obvious. Notice I didn't ask.
I wasn't. I had no responsibility except make sure people sign in to the pool. And I sat by the pool at a desk,
like reception.
Yeah, I was outside at a pool, and I was supposed to make sure they followed the rules, which was very minimal. So like the kids weren't allowed to jump in the pool, and there was no glass beverages. Basically, people were always doing both of those things.
Did you dive?
No
diving.
No, but you could like jump in feet first, but you couldn't cannonball. You couldn't do like flips and stuff. No one ever complained. Every once in a while, people complain I had to walk over to kids and be like, "Listen, I don't care. I don't care, but they care." Yeah. You know, so just give
cool guy that's
give it 20 minutes. How's your mom doing? What's up? And yeah, you know, and just appease the old people that would complain. But basically, I did nothing. I just sat there. People would check in, and some people started to bring me food and stuff. It taught me no responsibility. That was the worst part of that job. I just sat there. I'd bring a laptop. I'd watch DVDs like out there. During the summer, I would just bring I'd be in the pool. People would be coming to the front desk. They're looking around. I'm like, just sign it. just sign it. You're fine. I'm like oiling up over there.
You work here?
I swear that there was one point where I was breaking every rule as the employee. I was like in the pool, hanging out with people. I'm like eating their food. I'm like partying, whatever. Yeah, basically, yeah.
Oh, can I have a glass? Oh, a glass bottle.
Yeah. Just, what are you? 19? I'm like 16. Come on, relax. Yeah, I would do that, and then I would take the pool would get hot during the summer, so I would take the hose from the building, and I would angle it to go over the pool, and it would just spray like cold water, basically. So I created like a fountain, just using the clubhouse's money. But people really like that, and that's how you get into the circle with people. You do cool stuff. Like
Were you fired? Did you move on to another job? College?
I left on my I left.
This was in Hudson.
Yeah, I left on my own terms basically because I had some side gigs besides because it was a summer job basically. Yeah, it was like a kind of winter but mostly summer, and then I sold shoes and I worked at a dermatology office. So yeah,
those all make sense. That's exactly what I would have guessed.
It's for
a typical teenage upbringing in terms of jobs.
Lawnmower, zero responsibility pool boy, paper boy to dermatology office, and sold shoes. So
that does remind me though, or give me the thought, is there anything more American than Black Friday? I mean, you remember on the news, it's probably gotten more tame, I think. Maybe not.
For some reason, it appears to have gotten more tamed, and I don't like it.
I don't either. This is where I'm going.
Yeah.
It was like 20 years ago when TVs were actually super expensive with HD coming out, whatever that was, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And there's only like 4 that were like $6. Yeah. Otherwise, they're like eight grand.
Yeah.
People were lined up. I mean, I think people have died before.
I think people have been stabbed for sure.
And I think as that toned down, America's lost its way.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's an election year, so
true.
Maybe the anger's built up. Maybe every election year it comes back. Yeah. Maybe that's what it is.
It's after the election, though.
But
let's be honest. We've set the precedent that people are going to riot.
People will be upset
before the election, during, and after.
Yeah.
So I think Black Friday is close enough to the election date that you'll still get. There'll still be some.
My money's on an aggressive Black Friday. It's kind of like El Nino. It's kind of like hurricane season. It's like, how's the Black Friday?
You think they predict it?
Yeah.
We're going to have above average Black Friday this year in terms of violence. Strongest Black Friday on record.
Like big retails got a report on it.
There's execs in a boardroom somewhere are forecasting like what Black Friday is going to look like this year.
They just take search history. They're like, what day is Black Friday this year? And they're like, oh boy, it's going to be a rough one.
Penalties for getting in a fight on Black Friday. Can you get arrested if you punch somebody on Black Friday?
Who do I call if I get arrested on Black Friday? Law firms that specialize in Black Friday crimes.
Yep, you'll see those pop up.
Yeah.
We could start one.
Yeah, that'd be great. We'll just be a 411. We'll just like take the intake and be like, oh, we'll refer you to our Black Friday guy.
Yeah, we got a guy.
Yeah,
it's like Spirit Halloween. It's seasonal.
Yeah,
we'll be Black Friday lawyers. Not lawyers, to your point. We'll refer clients.
We could do if we did a pop-up store on just for Black Friday.
Yeah,
order a bunch of stuff from like Alibaba And like, so we're gonna make a margin no matter what.
Yep.
But you know, originally $4,025 today.
Yeah.
You know, something like that. Like, we could incite violence, like for sure. We
Oh,
could.
just make it low enough where people will fight because it's such a good deal.
And we just gotta ensure that the conditions are not ideal. Like, like outside, like the ground's got to be wet. Sprinkler system.
Turn the air off.
Yeah, exactly.
Lights are dimming in and out.
Cars driving by, just getting splashed with puddles.
Splash, make people pissed. Puddles out front.
Get them fired up.
Air's going out.
Yeah. We'll put some plants there. Some really the people that smell terrible. You know?
I like that.
Yeah.
Like, we'll hire people to be plants.
We're gonna create a Black Friday. Yeah. That's awesome. That's kind of.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's too tame now. Everyone just buys stuff online.
They don't do this in other countries.
I think it's super American, but I don't know.
I've never heard of like Italy Black Friday. I don't think they care.
No, I think those are just like the power goes out every Friday.
Yeah.
I think a lot of countries, including us, that's what they refer to Black Friday as.
When the power
rolling
goes
blackouts.
The rolling blackouts. Yeah. Have they started yet? Are we there right now?
Not here.
Not yet.
But,
okay.
You know, California.
Oh, they do have some rolling blackouts. That's an indication of problems, right?
Yeah. Need more windmills.
Okay.
I think that's the problem.
Is that it?
I think that's where their issues are. But yeah, it seems super American Black Friday. I can't imagine other countries. So
I think you're right.
Not greedy. I don't know if that's the word, but just so
they're not as
consumerism. Gluttonous.
Yeah. Yeah. But you're right. A TV is too cheap these days.
You could buy an HD TV for like a 50-inch for what? Like a couple $100?
I bought a 22-inch Vizio for like $175 in college.
I mean, this size probably when they first came out, HD TVs were over $1,000, like $1,500.
Yeah.
Because before then you had the big box TV.
But I'm saying for like $175 now, I get like a 200-inch TV.
Yeah.
You know,
there's no differentiation between them. They all got HD. They all got the smart TV.
When you go to the store and you're looking, like the butterflies, like all over, you're like, I don't know.
They got the same to me.
Like nothing looks bad.
Yeah. Where back then you could tell, you're like, okay.
Why don't they put a couple bad ones up? You know, so,
bring something out the back that's a little static.
There's a guy moving in tennis. Yeah, trying to get
Might be a job.
Yeah, I want that one right there. Yeah.
No.
It would make that TV look better. Like if you're in retail and you're listening to this, maybe plant some bad TVs out there too.
Next to the ones that you get the most markup on.
Mm-hmm.
So like, okay, well that looks a little fuzzy. Yeah. Is there a guy? Do you see a guy behind him sort of shaking it? Well, I think I'll take the one to the right of them.
Why are there wires hanging from the back?
What's going on there? Well, anyways, I'll take the one. Yeah, take the one right next to it.
The remote for it's huge.
Don't buy this TV.
Yeah, exactly. Every few minutes, there's like a little fuzzy line that goes across it. You're like, it does that.
Got a dead spot.
Yeah, it's got to hit that.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll take our advice.
I hope so.
But I am down to start planning for Black Friday this year.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big one.
The one we're setting up or just to go watch?
No, the one we're going to set up.
Okay.
In general, too. Everything in election year is a little more heightened.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything's it's hurricane season. It's going to be a bad Black Friday.
Yeah.
Santa Claus might get sick.
Yeah.
I'm thinking he hasn't missed a year yet.
Which is wild.
Yeah. Not missed 1 year and he's still just ho-ho-hoing along.
Yeah.
So
I got to talk to Santa.
Can we sabotage Christmas and be like, Santa actually can't make it this year, guys? We're going to invest all that money into really volatile stocks, actually, instead. It's all going into Bitcoin. Christmas is just going to be Bitcoin this year, guys. Deal with it.
Should be volatile as ever.
Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, all right.
I don't think I've ever bought something that I've seen on a commercial that was a little obscure. Like, if it's a big name brand, like I was probably going to buy it anyways. But you know what I mean? Like, I've never been convinced, I don't think, of a commercial on TV. Online may be different now with the algorithms and all that.
If ordering from the TV was as easy as one click, I maybe would do it more. But there's like a number you got to call, and like I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
I'm not calling a number.
Growing up, there sound like coins.
Yeah. They still are.
Or whatever else. Like, you know, you have to send 5 easy payments of $19.99 to try to make it think like
when you put it that way,
$100.
Yeah.
$19.99 5 times.
That's it. What? Plus shipping and handling.
Oh, that was plus shipping and handling.
Yeah. I love that end where they had to sneak that in.
Yeah.
That's the most like slap in the face. Just start with that. Just lead with that. So you're gonna pay for shipping and handling, but then nothing else. It's like it's $100. That's all shipping and handling.
Yeah. We haven't even got to the price of the product yet.
Yeah.
It's going to be expensive to get it to you.
Yeah. here's the thing. This is coming from China.
Yeah.
Right? This is not cheap.
Well, like drug commercials, half the commercial is fine print. That's like, you can't sue us.
Hey, pause this real quick. I got to get as close as I can to the TV and start
like
reading.
Two font. Yeah. And then the guy speaking is like, he's an auctioneer going through the side effects, which is 3/4 of the commercial.
But you're perplexed because the guy with the problem in the commercial is better now.
Yeah.
Whatever his issue was.
But it's like for a cold, and it's like, possible symptoms may include like, death.
Yeah.
Renal failure.
Yeah.
Hepatitis A through E.
Anger towards your mom.
Yeah.
You're like,
that'd be good.
You're like, what? Yeah.
Like things you wouldn't think of.
Yeah. Right.
Anger towards your mom. Yeah. Hatred towards society. Irritability.
Yeah. Irritable while driving.
Yeah.
Broken sun passes. You get worse at math.
Yeah.
Being a bad tipper.
Yeah. Thought you knew algebra? Not anymore.
Yeah. Imagine asking a doctor, be like, yeah, the migraine medicine looks good, but what's up with the math part about it? No.
Did you hear the commercial?
Yeah.
Proclivity to end up behind someone couponing at Publix, at the grocery store.
Bad luck.
Yeah, that's good. Overall, general bad luck. And it's like a guy just, like getting hit by something falling or whatnot, like the ladder falls off.
The next commercial's like, you have bad luck? And the guy's like, oh my God, yeah.
I need a pill to counteract my other pill I'm taking for the cold.
I have a cold, I have bad luck.
Yeah. What are you taking these days?
But that one's got like an excessive runny nose, just like more cold symptoms.
Yeah. It's like that causes the cold.
Yeah.
Well, we find ourselves in a paradox.
Yeah, this chicken and egg situation. Yeah. Oh, dude, that'd be a good ad. Is there any other sponsors we need to? Maybe some bald cream. Yeah. I think I speak for the bald.
Would you put full body deodorant?
I don't wear
if you're bald.
I don't wear any deodorant.
Well, that much is obvious.
If you couldn't tell.
This place is
Yeah. Where do you think I keep the fleas?
Yeah.
They gotta have somewhere.
They're buzzing above you right now. And I don't remember having bugs in my apartment before you walked in.
Oh, wow. This seat feels wet. Was it wet before I sat
here? It was not wet before you sat there. Super dry.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to tarp this place enough time you come over.
Get rid of this couch.
Yeah. Start moving. Yeah.
Flip the cushions.
Yeah. I'll flip everything over.
How come everything's wrapped in plastic?
Tony, why are you doing this from my bed?
Oh, dude.
We'll think of some good advertisements.
We're over an hour now.
Oh, okay.
We did great though. I think we did great.
How long do these usually last?
I kind of figured we'd do about an hour.
Okay.
Cut some stuff if we got to cut it.
This is all going on the cutting room floor. Do you think you got anything?
This is going to Hollywood. It's going to Hollywood Video for sure.
Yeah. Well,
this is what they released.
This is what their big comeback.
What I'll do is.
Was any of this good?
I think so. I think some of our
my mic's been off the whole time.
Yeah, actually didn't start yet.
Yeah. All right, let's get started.
Yeah, let's see. Ready?
All right.
You warmed up?
Yep. Let's get going.
All right, let's do it. So, hey, Bobby, how's it going? That's it. Should we end it?
Got anything else? This is good. We're over an hour.
Yeah.
I'll come prepared with.
The only other thing was the Dubai rain. That was
man,
or late April Fool's jokes.
Oh, we'll save those. That'll be a good one.
Yeah, late April Fool's jokes could be.
We'll tee it up.
30-minute
episode.
Yeah, sneak preview for next week's show.
You normally, what'd you say? You get 2 listeners, 4 listeners?
2, but
2.
This one we thought we'll get 4.
So because we'll have.
Yeah, we'll get some interest because
bozo of a friend.
Yeah.
Bozos of a friend.
Yeah.
We'll listen to it.
Yeah.
Well, be on the lookout for what's going on in Dubai with that rain.
Yeah.
And when is it too late to pull an April Fool's prank?
When is it too late to pull an April Fool's prank?
Yes.
That's what it is. And also, should the internet be allowed to keep April Fool's content past April Fool's? That's my gripe. That's what we'll talk about next time.
Looking forward to it.
All right. That sounds great. See you guys next time.
Yeah.